Introduction. Given that you're reading this book, you may have difficulty sleeping, or you may have difficulty shutting off your mind when you want to sleep. This is a very common problem, and luckily, there are simple strategies to help. The most effective way to address these problems is with tools from cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. CBT is an approach to psychology that developed out of research into what causes sleep problems and fatigue. Knowing what causes these problems helped psychologists like us develop solutions to them. CBT is a very well-tested, effective treatment approach with many tools that can be used to help you with your sleep problems. What causes sleep problems? Many factors influence sleep. In particular, your behaviors, the way you sleep, the way you think about sleep, and other factors exert a strong influence on how well you sleep. No matter what initially caused your sleep problems, stress, medication, or something else, the way you think or behave can have a negative effect on your sleep and become the primary factor in sustaining your sleep problems. If you understand this basic fact, you can make changes in your thinking, your habits, or your environment that will have a positive impact on your sleep. CBT has discovered the type of thinking and the type of habits that foster good sleep, and this book will teach you how to implement these CBT strategies. Who should use this book? If your sleep problems have led to trouble during the day, such as difficulty with everyday activities, or if they cause you distress, you may have already been diagnosed with insomnia. Perhaps you have chronic insomnia. For at least a month now, it has taken you over 30 minutes to fall asleep most nights, yet you need not have any diagnosis in order to benefit from the strategies in this book. If you simply have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, or if you don't feel rested when you wake up, this book can help. You may wonder whether this book will be helpful if you also have another condition, such as chronic pain, depression, or another medical problem. The good news is that CBT for insomnia is often effective even when there is another condition present. Being more of a morning person or a night owl does not necessarily mean you have sleep problems. Many people have some degree of morning or evening tendency, but if the time at which you fall asleep varies from night to night, that is, sometimes you can fall asleep earlier and sometimes you can't fall asleep until much later, even though you're trying to keep a regular schedule, this is suggestive of insomnia, and you can benefit from using the strategies in this book. Who might not benefit? Those with sleep problems other than insomnia may not benefit from this book. If you doze off unintentionally during the day or evening, tell your doctor, as this can be a sign of another sleep disorder such as sleep apnea syndrome or periodic limb movement disorder. An overnight study in a sleep laboratory is often needed to rule out these conditions. If you have difficulty either falling asleep or waking up at conventional time, meaning you are an extreme morning person or night owl, but still get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, this may be a sign of another disorder called a circadian rhythm disorder. Someone who does not feel sleepy until 4 in the morning and wakes up feeling refreshed at noon may have this type of disorder. So may someone who falls asleep around 8 in the evening and wakes up ready to start the day at 4 in the morning. In other words, if you consistently go to bed and rise very early or very late, but you do not have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, consult with a sleep specialist to see whether you have circadian rhythm disorder rather than insomnia. This book is also not appropriate for those whose sleep problems are due to the fact that they work nights or rotating shifts. Shift work can create tremendous sleep and quality of life problems beyond the scope of insomnia, and an entire book would be necessary to deal with the complexities of those issues. If you are having sleep problems relating to shift work, seek professional help from a sleep center. What to expect in this book? A noisy mind interferes with sleep. This book breaks down the problem of a noisy mind into 10 steps, 10 individual strategies that will help you quiet the mind and improve your sleep.